Okay, so this is what Nearpod looks like after you sign in. The sign up is free. You can have lessons here where you create your own lessons, your profile, and then student reports. You can also search the library for things that Nearpod already has. There's a whole library of any topic that you really want to search for. That's how I got this lesson. However, if you are trying to upload a lesson into your library, this is how you would do it. A teacher will share a link with you, and the link will look something like this. They will copy it. All you have to do is go to that link, and it will bring you to a slide that says, do you want to save this to your library? You click yes, and then it will save to your library right here. What you do in class is you can either do live participation where the teacher controls it, or you can do student paced if you want the students to maybe like do it as homework. They can do it on this one. I normally in class, I do live pace, so then the students can't move forward or backwards during the process. And also, like when students are doing their work, you can see their work by going to reports. So for example, if I were to click on, let's say, a live paste, I'll just give you a preview of what one of these looks like. So this is a slide that I will do tomorrow in class. So it'll just go through each slide that you have. Okay, I'll give you a live view of what the slideshow will look like. So when you hit live, the students can go to nearpod.com and they will click on student join lesson. What they will do is they will add this code into the lesson. It's very similar to Kahoot. They put their name in, add the code, and then they're in. So then what you do is you just go through each of your slides, and if there's an activity or something that you want the student to do, then it will show you, it will show the students either on their device. You can have them use the code and use their phone, or you can just do it in class together. It's up to you how you want to do it. Getting to an activity coming up very soon. So here's the time to climb. So what the students will do is you can randomize the answers. This is a game, and it's more like a quiz game, but they can see each other. Like there's little avatars where they can see each other as they sign in. You can either pause the game for discussion or play sound on all student devices. You can turn that off if you want to. It's up to you, and you can choose a theme. So I'm gonna hit continue, and then the students will sign in, and you can see each player as they sign in, and they will be prompted into this screen. So then you can start the game once they enter. And what's nice about this is you can see from the teachers section who is actually participating and who is not participating. Once the game starts, there will be like a little thing in the corner here where you can see how they're doing. So that's the time to climb game. And then this is just another slide. I'm gonna do a game with that. This is a draw, so they have to read the question. They have the example, here's the question, and then they have to use the text to type their answer. And then whatever they type, you can see what they type here on the record, on their report. So it goes through a bunch of these kind of time to climbs. It's nice too if you want to assign this for homework. You can also see their report and what they do and their answers as well. This is a memory game, so more of a matching game. They have to decide which one goes with which for reported speech. And same, another one. That's just a slide. You can also download this if you want it as a PDF. You can have everything in a PDF. This is fill in the blank. So then you'll have the students and their score. You can view the answers here of what it is. But it will go 1 through 1, fill in the blank. So what they had to do is I gave them this, and then there's a word box, and they have to put the words in the correct order for the reported speech. There's a couple of those, I believe. Yeah, so here's another one. I think there's like 6 of these that I put in there. So I'm just gonna go through these quick. But it's very easy, very simple to do, and the students seem to really like how active it is. And then at the end, I just put all the answers on this slide to go through it. But yeah, so let me go back to the Nearpod lesson. Yes. And there are so many things that you can do. Like you can, I'll show you the reports that I have from my students that we did today in class. This is week 4, day 2. So what you can do is you can click on whichever class you gave the code to. You can give each class the same code or a different code. And these are my students. So you can see that it shows all the scores here. And so if I went into, let's say I went into Athir, I can see his quiz and what he got right and what he got wrong for the quiz that we had today. So even if they did like a writing activity or anything, you can see exactly what they're writing on their screen, even during the time that you're taking this by going to the reports section. So I really like Nearpod because of that. And it's without a subscription, you can only have a certain amount of, like this was, sorry, let me go back to this. This was their homework. So I have 8 people from the class that have started their homework. This was more of an interactive thing. So like if they had to draw something, it shows me if they actually did do the drawing. So this shows that they did. So I'm just gonna go on Asauers. She took the poll. She did the collaborate. So there's another thing where they can collaborate together. And it shows what each student in the class wrote down for the collaboration, which is nice because the students, it's a setting, so you can either have the students be able to see everyone's responses, or you can turn that response off as well. So that is one thing. You can see what they drew here. So they had to describe what is happening in the picture, and then what will happen next. So they had to tell me. So you can see what they wrote. Another multiple choice, matching pairs, how many they got right, how many tries. And then another draw it, you can see exactly what they drew, how they highlighted stuff. And then they had to complete this activity. This was all for homework last night. It was kind of a long one, but it was good because they needed to learn cause and effect. So you can just see exactly how they do, and you can check more collaboration boards. This is a second collaboration board. Looks like no one did this slide though, so yeah, so that is Nearpod in a small little window. Without a subscription, you can't have too many lessons, so you have to like erase a lesson if you want to create another lesson. But if you do get the subscription, you can have as many as you want to. And you can also put all of these in a file. Like if I wanted to put level 3 in all one file, you can do it that way. as well. What am I missing? If you go back to the top here, you can search in anything that you are trying to teach your students. Sometimes they have already made lessons, so you can type in like that's how I found this cause and effect one. So I just wrote cause and effect, and then it'll take you to the Nearpod library, and it will show you different lessons that they have already made for cause and effect, and you can choose and then add to your library, add to your lessons. And this is very similar to what it would look like if a teacher shared a lesson with you. You just add it to your library like this. And yeah, so here's cause and effect, a time to climb. So that's an activity. It tells you the age level. Activity students will show their understanding of cause and effect using Nearpod's interactive quiz game, time to climb. So they have just so many things that you can teach your students from this free version of Nearpod. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, just let me know.